guys, I'm Roflstompin. I am from Borean Tundra in the guild Clutch BT. I'm a level 70 priest and I'm here to do a tutorial gearing video because I've had a couple of requests for it. So I'm going to get started on that. Okay, so you just need about 3 items for hit cap: your belt, your gloves, and your boots. For your gloves, I got the plus 20 enchant. For your belt, I did the plus 20 hit rating gem with the eternal belt buckle, and for your boots, I got the Ice Walker enchant, which is 12 hit and 12 crit. After you've gotten hit capped, it's time to get spell capped with your cloak and your staff. For your cloak, you can get the 35 spell pin enchant, and for your staff, you pick up the 40 spell pin staff instead of hit rating or anything else. Alright, now that we're hit capped and spell pin capped, we can work on our base stat, which is going to be int and spirit. I like int because it gives you more mana, and your main mana gainer is based off your bubble. When it pops, it gives you a percentage of your mana back, so that beats spirit in my opinion. And haste instead of crit, because you really don't need to crit at this level. You do so much healing that it's unnecessary to crit, and I like haste because it gets your spell off faster. So those are my prime stats, int and haste. Alright, now I'm going to very briefly go over each of my items. I am an engineer blacksmith, so I get some pretty awesome trinkets, and when we get there I will explain some other good professions, I guess, and how these trinkets work. For the helm, I got the plus 20 int gem, and I also got for my meta, I got the chance to restore mana on spellcast. I got that because for the 2% one, if you have more mana, that means you burn more mana when you get mana burn and stuff. And if you're out of mana completely, it's nice to just randomly get 600 mana back. So that's why I chose the spellcast instead of 2%. For the necklace, I just got haste and spirit. The spirit because I thought I needed a little more base regen, and haste just because I favor haste instead of crit. For the shoulders, I just got the typical 20 int haste, and I got the nice shoulder enchant from the vendor in Old Town, which is just like 200 honor for an enchant that gives you stamina and resilience. Why not? For this item, it was pretty much the biggest item. When I saw I needed a little more base regen, I changed both gems to give me a little more spirit, and then I got the plus 20 spirit enchant. You probably want to rock around 350 or more. Alright, now this was just very basic. I got the enchant off the bat, which is just 16 intellect, and then I got the 20 int gem, just very basic int. Alright, on this one I was a little daring. I got the black magic enchant, and I actually realized it works really well because it procs when you fear and stuff, when you do offensive abilities, just not when you heal. But when you fear is when you usually need it most, or when you mana burn. So it's a really good addition. I recommend this enchant instead of the typical 80 spell power. Now we're already spell pin capped, so we really don't need any other one than just the one that gives you base stats. Now this item right here is probably one of my favorite ones because it's got so much going on. Of course I got the enchant to give me 20 hit, and then I have the 240 haste. If you go engineering, it's definitely worth it. I love the haste. It really helps you in tight spots. Just the typical belt, Ebon Seal enchant with hit rating on it. Hey, for this one, I got the typical 50 spell power, 20 spirit, because you need spirit more than stamina as a priest, so it's a pretty easy choice. So for these boots, I got the Ice Walker enchant, which is 12 hit, 12 crit. I think there's a cheaper one that gives you 10 hit, 10 crit, which would also, I believe, get you capped. So if you're little title money, you can also get that one. I got the PvE ring for the extra int and spirit, because I thought I had a little too much resilience. You really don't want to rock past 400, and I'm at about 380, and I'm fine with 380. I survived pretty well, so this ring's a good addition. This is my PvP ring, just basic stats because we're already spell pin and hit capped. Alright, sweet. This is my first engineering trinket. If you notice, you can actually reforge this one for something better suited for you, because I didn't want plain 80 crit strike, so I reforged a little bit off for haste, and I really love this trinket. It's a good finisher because you can use it with Shadow Word Death, and it's not on global, so you can use them at the same time, which can be a really, really good finisher if your partner needs it. Alright, this is my second engineering trinket. I like it because it gives you like a small bubble, every minute if you need it, like when your bubbles are down when you're fighting a rogue or something, so it can come in handy. My only complaint is that it doesn't have enough stats on it, so you can't really help your partner in arena. Like, it doesn't help you with that because it doesn't have enough base stat or a good proc, and in 2s, they typically go for your partner. So if I was to replace something, it'd be this one, but right now it's fine. There's very few professions that actually work at a 70 arena. Obviously, one would be engineering. You could also do herbalism for the haste. You can do alchemy, tailoring for the back end proc, and then you can also do jewel crafting, obviously for the extra gems. It's a good one to have. Other than that, there isn't really much professions that work. So if you can get one, I would get engineering and jewel crafting. That's probably the best combination. But if you can't, no sweat. Also, herbalism is my other top one because it gives you so much haste from the proc. Alright, sweet. This is my first WoW tutorial video. I had a lot of fun with it. Hope you guys learned some useful information that you could apply in arenas or BGs or whatever. For a typical partner in arena, you probably want a rogue, feral druid, maybe a DK. Obviously, a frost mage would work too. Yeah, I hope you guys have fun with Twinks. I definitely do. I was usually 85. I got 2.2k rated. And I decided to try out 70, and I have a lot more fun with 70 than I do at 85. So I hope to see more of you guys. Again, I am from Borean Tundra. I'm in the guild Clutch BT, and we do raids, arena, and PvP and stuff. So hope to see you guys soon.